Hey guys, welcome back. It's the 12th of October 2025. Let's talk about it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me make a 600 today with 7 years. And today we're gonna have some announcements and how the structure is gonna look like. There's also gonna be a separate video about what the actual details are. So if you're interested, make sure to subscribe. All right, I've been studying all week and I've been going to my new job all week and I've been very fatigued, very tired, but I think we went through and it's important for me to do this for a couple of months because if you don't know, I've talked about that I have two priorities, is that I will either have a job that is in development or I will move first for a location because I have a very shitty home at the moment. Now, it doesn't look like it that way, especially in the back, but that's because I repainted the home. But yeah, I'm already preparing myself for the next step. All right, so there's a couple of things we're gonna focus on in quarter four, which I'm going more specific in another video. But basically, we are gonna focus on two projects. The first project is gonna be a hotel clone, specifically a booking clone, and the second one is gonna be an e-commerce clone from Temu. So if you don't know what Temu is, it's a Chinese e-commerce platform, and we're gonna make something similar like that. And yeah, we'll see what happens with that. We're also going to focus on the DevOps for the first time, which is I've chosen the Azure one. First, we're going to do Azure 900, which also goes to the foundation of almost everything. And the second thing is we're going to focus on the second certificate, which is AZ 204. And if we have time, AZ 104 or the reverse, I'm not sure. But we'll see about that. The next part that we're going to also focus on is GitOps. Basically, you can set up GitHub actions to deploy, or you can set up GitHub actions to test or do certain things before it gets pulled to the new repository or anything like that. That is something I'm also going to focus on. Not deeply, but it's definitely something. In the weekends, I'm gonna try to get like a quick run of some certificates that I maybe need, and there's that. In this quarter, I want to do 800 Korean words vocabulary, so that's a lot. I also want to do testing specifically for JavaScript and React. I never touched those. We're also gonna do a lot of reviewing with Anki and those kinds of stuff. And the last part, we're gonna do some lead code. Now, I've been working full time currently. I'm working 40 hours, and so there's not a time left for working on this channel. So that's why the stack that I currently have is not a lot. But later next year, I'm trying to switch to either a lower outcome, like 32 hours or something like that, because that makes a significant difference for me to study. So yeah, how does my day look like? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Basically, we're gonna wake up 15 minutes before 5 a.m. This is not something I wanted, but it's the only part that I can focus on something great, so that's why. We're gonna focus on lead code. Specifically, we're gonna do one exercise, and the second one, we're gonna repeat the last exercise until we get good at it. The second thing is we're gonna do some reviews, like for 5 or 10 minutes, specifically for Korean. Yeah, then I'm gonna prepare for work and those kind of stuff, and then I have to be at 7 a.m. On my break, which I have a half hour, it's gonna be like 10 minutes of Korean and a little bit of Duolingo, like 2 minutes. 7 minutes of Anki for programming, and then in the evening we're gonna focus on SQL. Specifically 15 minutes on do queries and complex queries and those kinds of stuff. Then in the evening, we're also gonna focus on Azure, like I told you guys, and we're gonna focus on testing. Then we're gonna close off the day with making some cards and yeah, making this video because I haven't made a video all week. So that leaves room open for when I am going to do my projects. And this is pretty tough for me to plan in because there's no other time that I can do it, because I will be home at somewhat at like 3 p.m. Then I need some rest. I need to walk the dog. I need to prepare for tomorrow. I need to rest a little bit more. Then I have 2 hours, and I then need to go to bed like 8:45, 8:30. So I have 1.5 hour for myself. So this is pretty strict. Some of the days here, I'm not specifically going to focus on certain things. For example, the SQL part is gonna finish somewhere at the later this month, and also the testing. So when we did the testing, we're gonna do the GitHubs, and then we're gonna focus more on the projects. So on a weekend, there's gonna be more projects based, and yeah, also a lot of super repeating and those kinds of stuff and other things that I need to do. So it's pretty complex, and I don't want it to be this way, but for now, this is the most stable way. And so eating well and sleeping well and taking care of myself does have the priority over studying, especially when it comes to testing and queries of SQL. But Azure is absolutely a must. So yeah, yeah, that's what we're gonna be focused on, and hopefully we can finish that by 20th of December. That means that we all have a little bit more than 9 weeks. That seems pretty long, but yeah, times go fast, right? So yeah, that is the video for now, and I'm gonna make another video going more in the details, probably, maybe not, but very likely I will. And yeah, guys, expect a video around 7 p.m. Central Time in Europe. And yeah, I will see you guys later. And of course, I will also apply at the same time. And I also have a volunteering job doing WordPress because of the experience. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me make a 600 today in 7 years. And I will see you on to the next one.